Yeah, man, what's going on? I'm out here at round 5, the Warrior. Weather's been kind of crappy this week, but we're gonna see how the track is gonna be. I've ridden this track plenty times, and it's a fun track. When it's dry, it's fun. This section over in here gets a little nasty and slick at times, but you know, should be a good weekend. Saturday, Sunday looks pretty good. So we'll see what's going on. And all right, so new rule. You must go through tech. Okay, like I was saying, there's gonna be a tech guy right here at this entrance, like where my quad will be placed, and you will get checked for numbers on your helmet. So don't forget that. Parents a lot of times forget the numbers. They will be checking for the sticker under your helmet. Make sure you have the right transponder. Don't have 50 million transponders up there. And most importantly, a working tether switch. If you do not have a working tether switch, do not plan on coming this weekend. Get one that gets hooked up. That is going to be mandatory rule from now on, so we don't have any incidents like we did last time, which almost cost the lives of a couple people, and you know, we just don't want that to happen. So let's everybody follow the rules and have a good race, and have a working tether switch, and have all your crap together and mechanically working correctly so nobody gets hurt. So all right, let's start off on the Warrior track and see what they have set up for me. Like I said, they've probably been working all week in and out through the rain and stuff. So, but like I said, you'll be coming through here just like I'm coming right now. There will be a tech or two checking your bike out. If you do not have a working kill switch, you will not be racing. It must work. It can't be just for show. So there you go. On with the show. Like that little rhyming. All right, so I forgot to add. Oh, and then there'll be a track exit right here, which will bring you through the finish and come out through the track exit, so we're not filling into this area in here. So that's a few changes this weekend. Saturday quads like normal, stay 6, Sunday bikes and stay 6, and let's see what else. We got oh, maybe lawnmower racing Saturday if we get enough lawnmowers out, I guess. So all right, so here we are at the start, like normal, out here at Greensboro, PA, and let's hope it doesn't rain on us. And so all right, we're gonna start up here at the start. We got a few little swoopies. You gotta like those. This is where you're really getting the slide. This is probably one of my favorite parts of racing. It's this little section. It's probably where the only section that I really all right, so right off the bat you hit in some water. Like I said, this first section, like I said, can get really slick. I've raced this track dry, wet, you know, so alright, so we're gonna hit in here, but I think once a couple days this dries this out, and you know, alright, so right here we start with a big old puddle. We kind of hit that out to the outside. This track's kind of wide, you know. If you don't want to get wet, you can definitely kind of take your time and mosey on through it. It's a little tight section right through here. I mean, it's not real tight, but when it gets slick, you know, so you already see the mud slinging. But hey, I mean, that's, you know, that's kind of been, we got lucky last weekend. If you guys were out racing the Hoosier, it was nice. But yeah, I don't know what's going on this year. It just seems like when there's a local race or a race coming up, it's just like, all right, let's pour some rain. But yeah, this is a fun little section right here. It's just right past, right in front of this, behind the starts, I should say. And actually in front, maybe right over here is the start and finish. But it's got a good tight section. It's got some things to watch out for. I know right here this can be a A lot of times when we're coming the other way, this can get kind of a gnarly section right through here. It gets a little slick down here, gets flooded out. I've seen people over in the woods over in there. We've had to help out, watch some of my videos. But you can see right now, there is a lot of water holes. Seth said he's been trying to drain a lot of them out, so he's got some cross cuts going. So, he told me to watch out for those, but he's going to come out and doze them down. And probably doze down a lot of these water spots. Alright, so right here is normally where we make the switch. Youth will and micros will head off that way. So we're going to head up the hill. You already see the mud slinging. Yeah, I don't think I've had the best luck this year on track meetings. There's a little cross cut he probably put in for water. Right here's a couple ways around. This gets kind of rutted out too, as I remember. Right through here, you get some roots showing. There's a little cross cut he put. This is a good little hill climb. We'll jump right here to get the speed. But hey, you know, get the sun, get a little dry weather. This track will probably be real prime for the weekend. Alright, here we go. We got a little, probably a little cross cut put in. Looks like two sections right here. Maybe you got an upper one or a lower one. Right now it's probably better to take the upper. This is probably dry. May not be as fast, but I'm going to try to stay on the dry side. Alright, so here's a little uphill. I mean, right now it's got a little breeze on the top. I mean, what do you expect? We're about an hour away from my house or so, and I know the north, it's been kind of northern, kind of rain maybe a little bit, but PA up here is northern, and we've got a lot of rain, so, but I mean, you know, condition wise, it's one of those days where you're going to have the weekend where it's rained all week, but you know, the weekend's nice, so you know, you're not going to have to fight this mud on top of rain, which would really suck. But here we just got some little swoopings. This track's a really nice track. I mean, it's real smooth. That's what I liked about the Hoosiers. Here's our 1 mile mark. This grassy stuff will help a lot of that too. Never make it to the old, whatever it used to be. It looked like some fresh beer cans in there. Little jump between the trees, be careful. And the track's been ridden pretty good, so it should have a nice solid base to it. Like I said, it's one of my favorite tracks also, with minus the mud. tree, and it was just like, holy crap, what just happened? I mean, I did come off a 7-hour drive. I was still tired. I mean, hell, it was almost like I was seeing things. I probably shouldn't have been racing, but, you know, once that kind of shocker kind of kicked me in, I kind of was like, all right, you know, wake up, let's go. And so I was proud. I got in 4 laps. It was solid. Great track. Brian Eccles put up a nice track, so. Whoa! And Jared Bolton and those guys, I mean, it's like these guys, they gotta get what they got, or take what they have, and, you know. Alright, so here's a good water hole. Not too many ways around it, you can kind of edge it. Oh, that's a little deep. Well, people have been asking me how the track's, you know, well, like I said, probably gonna be like every last Saturday and Sunday that we've been racing, you know, -1, 2 nice weekends on locals, but, you know, it's just the luck of the draw. You can't look at the map before you set, you know, weather, or you can't look at the weather before you set up, you know, you might kind of maybe, if you kind of save the weather the last several years, maybe you kind of guesstimate, you know, April, May, we're going to get a lot of rain, June, July, dry, but, so yeah, this is just a little fun little section on top of the ridge. It can get very rooted, rutty. We'll probably be doing a little downhill. That was the 1.5 mile marker. So we're heading on a downhiller. Woo! So I've come to love the quad a little bit more in the, that's a little downhill, so be careful right there. In the mud. Oh, this is one that he's going to take out. Like he said, he's just put that over so the water will drain. It's a good call, good call. See, Seth's thinking ahead. He's trying to keep you guys as dry as possible. This one's not going to happen though. So, yeah. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe next year we might get lucky. But come June, July, we're going to be bitching. Jesus, criminy, it's dusty. Maybe a cross cut or a little jump. Be careful on that one. Put you into a hard turn. Yeah, definitely get out your Mafia mitts this weekend. You may need them for quads. But, you know, I mean, once this top layer gets blown off first lap, it should be really pretty nice. Now this section right here, I know, this can get really rooty and rutted out. Especially coming up this hill, because everybody's going to be making that turn and giving her gas. kind of like slow, make it, and not stall or slide, but and not get real muddy. Alright, so left-hander here at the 2. Looks like he's taking us in a little crossover. we got a little GNCC at Mason-Dixon, just right down the street. So if you want to definitely get ready for that one, come out to this track. You're only probably less than 10 miles probably from it. So you're going to deal with a lot of the same soil. Here's a little thing you put in. This won't be here though, like I said, just for water. Alright, we're shooting downhill. Another water break, water kicker. Micros and the youth. There's a little few swoops there you can see. Now this section for the adults probably should get pretty good once the youth and everybody likes it. Youths and the minis. And hopefully it'll dry up enough to where all you have is just wet sections, you know, in the shaded in low spots. Alright, so we're hitting 4 mile mark. Down there's the start and the start field. So this will take you on the back side. So if the adults want to watch, you kind of want to watch from there over onto here. Ooh, first stall of the day. I was doing pretty good in those stalls. videos, you know, a day or so away to what the actual track's going to be come, you know, actual race day. You know, I've did plenty of track previews on nice tracks, and then come Saturday, it was 4.5. Come Saturday, you know, it's just a mud bath. Oh, hard right. So, you know, track conditions because of the weather, 5, you know, right now. slickery back here too, so. But it's a good thing it's downhill this time. Not too bad. Bastard. See what happens? Slick. Should have the gloves on. Better tires.